Hey, how's it going? No intro, nothing. Quick impromptu live stream. We are going to pick the next 10 features from Full Moon Features. Now, I don't know if you've seen this. If you haven't, you can go and do this yourself. It's great fun. Vote for your favorites. Essentially, Charles Band is doing what Charles Band does. What he used to do in the old days was come up with a poster or see a poster or come up with a title, and then that became the film. It all worked from there, which was a kind of an interesting or a different way of doing it to how other people do it. There is no story until he's kind of visualized this, what the box is going to look like, what the VHS box was going to look like. So we are going to pick our favorites or my favorites. I'm going to do it. You can do your own. So let's have a go. Let's do this. It takes about a minute. So basically, we're going to choose the 10 films that Full Moon are going to release in 2026. The top 10 most popular titles will go to camera starting apparently in Cleveland, LA, and Italy. So let's see what we've got. I've not looked at these. I waited for you. So the first one we've got here is The Grim Rapper. The Grim Rapper. Okay, right. So I don't have to just go yes or no to each one. I can look through them. So we've got The Grim Rapper. A greedy record executive uses AI to resurrect a murdered hip-hop legend. The rapper's vengeful spirit returns from a cursed boombox, trapping a grieving lover and her friends inside a recording studio where the dead hunt the living one beat at a time. Choose up to 10 minutes. Okay, so wow, this is I just watched the P Diddy documentary today, so this feels a bit weird. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not sure about that one. I'll reserve my judgment on it. It's not a bad one. I'm not sure about the greedy record executive using AI. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Next one, models versus werewolves. 5 young models go to an Airbnb in the woods for a full moon that comes once every 500 years. What starts off as a perfect girls' trip quickly becomes a nightmare as a pack of ancient werewolves are awoken by the new moon. That one does not strike me as it will be good. They don't seem to do these, since the Slime Bowlerama sort of days. The Full Moon do not do these sort of model ones. No, I'm not going to choose that one. Grim Rapper at the moment. Okay, Svengali 2026. That sounds interesting. Svengali 2026. When Ellen and Dawn arrive in Italy in search of Ellen's sister Catherine, it's got a bit of a subspecies feel to it. They wind up, or subspecies 2, I suppose. They wind up in the looming Gothic home of Ivan, a doctor who has broken Catherine's will and controls her completely. The women are put to a series of increasingly erotic tests, of course. Would there be any other type of tests? They're not going to be, it's not going to be like a sort of an IQ test, is it? Forced to pleasure Ivan and each other with Catherine's body and soul hanging in the balance. If you don't like spiders, I don't know if this one looks very good. I don't know about that one. I mean, it's in Italy, so it might be interesting. Okay, next one, Subhuman, subspecies, Subhuman. Telepath Kyle jumps into the mind of something that looks like a woman but is not quite human. The female fiend imprisons Kyle in his apartment and subjects him to physical and mental tortures. Not sexy tortures this time. The only hope for help, but I'm sure there will be, comes from his neighbor Heather. With her at his side, Kyle must come face to face with his own twisted impulses if he hopes to defeat the ageless evil woman, the Subhuman. Okay, all right, that doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too bad at all. Okay, yeah. Let's keep going. Sirens of Seduction. For a price, one that looks like an AI rendering of Nosferatu. For a price, one can approach the mysterious Professor Grantham, who has spent a lifetime crafting his demonic sirens. Beautiful female heads carved from alabaster, ruby, and crystal and draped in silk. Whisper the proper words into their tiny ears and they will fly, sing, kiss, and kill. Okay, so that seems like a doll's, or like a tiny person, shrunken heads kind of dealio. Okay, not so bad. The poster's not brilliant, but okay. This one, The Cyber Bride. Jane Kendall. Can you just imagine Charles Band sat there just typing in his prompts into AI and going, right, let's see what the fans will go for. Jane Kendall is a brilliant young scientist. Is there any other kind of young scientist than a brilliant one? Who's obsessed with her latest invention, a 7-foot tall humanoid robot called Bob. No, with superhuman strength, speed, and intelligence, me robot, and near human emotions, near human. Unfortunately, Jane has failed to realize that her unstoppable creation has become obsessed with her. Why are you so obsessed with me? As well as, obsessed as well with her. Well, if they're both obsessed with each other, then I guess more power to them. Cyber Bride. Okay, that's interesting. That's what iRobot needed, was like a sort of a love plot between the robots. Okay, between the robot and the human. Lost Girl's Private Diary, struggling writer, old diary written in blood, of course, chronicling a Victorian girl's supernatural affairs. When she decides to steal the stories for her own novel, she accidentally completes an ancient ritual. Oh, Evil Dead vibes. Vibes. Ancient ritual through the transcription. Now skeletal demons are crawling into her world, demanding payment in flesh. And that is, important. Yeah, important that they have a payment in flesh. Hey, Kayla, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let me know if there's any of these films jump out at you, Kayla, and I'll vote for them. We're up to The Haunting of Eleanor. So a painter rents a coastal castle. Okay, this feels a bit like Puppet Master 2. Good. This feels a bit like another film that mind goes blank, or a book that I'm reading. Helpful, isn't it? A painter rents coastal castle for inspiration, but soon discovers a hot Victorian ghost couple want her to complete their love triangle. Love dodecahedron. Sounds fun until the jealousy kicks in. They seduce her into their games, but as the haunting gets more intense and blood spills, she realizes choosing one means losing herself forever. Ooh, that sounds good. That's not bad at all. That feels like a bit of thought's gone into that. It's unusual, isn't it? Yeah, a bit of thought. Dungeon Dolls. 3 beautiful women wake up in a basement dungeon, finding themselves dressed like life-size dolls. Okay. An insane gamekeeper, groundskeeper Willie, in a mask makes the scene, challenging the girls to escape his toy box escape room through a series of terrifying tasks that indulges twisted perversions. Not sure about that one. I feel that they wouldn't be able to fulfill that and make it look good. And the special effects wouldn't be practical, I don't think, anymore. I don't think Full Moon do that as much. So I don't know. We'll see. Robotica. 2 security guards working the midnight shift in an adult toy company find themselves the target of a half-dismantled and severely malfunctioning female sex doll prototype called Robotica. I keep reading the choose up to 10 movies bit. Okay, Robotica. Sounds interesting. I don't know. Buried Secrets. Okay, this one sounds better. The lost catacombs of Bomazaro are rumored to hold a fortune in jewels for anyone brave enough to dig them up. When a daring or maybe foolhardy group of young adventurers dare to unearth the hidden graves, they manage to find the treasure, but also awaken a buried demon who's looking for blood. Oh, there he is in the poster. Thanks, AI. And for someone to take his place in the darkness. Choose up to 10 movies. Again, I've done it again. I've read the thing that I shouldn't read. I'm like Ron Burgundy this evening. Okay. Buried Secrets. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. Catacombs of Horror. Didn't we just read that one a minute? Catacombs. Okay, another Catacombs. I'm sure we had Catacombs earlier on. I'm sure we did. In a remote Italian village, a young traveller. I'm leaning towards all of the Italian ones just because it feels like they'll have to go to Italy to film them. Falls for a charming local, only to discover that the catacombs beneath. Because I'm fed up with like really poorly rendered backdrops and stuff. So yeah, let's go to Italy. Beneath his family's estate hide an ancient creature the villagers have secretly appeased with unsuspecting tourists. Oh, they've been feeding the tourists to the into the catacombs. They've been marked. She's been marked as the next offering. Worse still, the man she's been sharing a bed with is a devoted high priest. This has got Troll 2 vibes. I'm going to go for Catacombs of Horror as one of my choices. Yes. Terror Express. Oh, it's on a train. A murder mystery bachelorette party above a luxury train takes a wicked turn. Wicked. It is absolutely wicked. When the bridesmaids open an antique puzzle box, unleashing 3 seductive incubi who charm, not succubi, incubi, okay, incubi, anyway, who charm their way, I'm probably wrong, call me out on incubi, their way into the ladies' sleeper cars. Oh, it's men, okay, I guess. Secretly plotting to drain their life force and become mortal once again. Oh, Terror Express with a AI guy who looks like CM Punk there. I like anything on a train, so I'm going for that's one of my choices. The haunted heads of Dr. Decapto, as in decapitation. Okay. Dr. Decapto. Dr. Decapto. Dr. Decapto. Okay. Dr. Decapto. A disgraced medical researcher has been hired to assist a mysterious doctor who lives in there are a lot of mansions here. I have a feeling that Charles Band has access to a mansion in Italy again. The elderly Dr. Decapto has... Oh, he's got a lowercase C and then an uppercase C in this one. Anyway, I think like DiCaprio has devoted his life to a bizarre experiment. A collection of human heads which are alive and eternally young. The haunted heads of... Yeah, okay. That sounds good. That sounds like it'd be quite fun. Okay, yeah, I'm going for that. I'm choosing ones now. Now I need to go back. Dr. Decapto, Terror Express, yes. Catacombs of Horror, did I choose that? Yeah, I did. Buried Secrets, more catacombs. There's so many catacombs. Not that, no. Not that one. Robotica, I don't think it's going to be good. I think any robotic one's not going to be good. Dress like life-size doll ones. Toy Box Escape. Gonna go with that. Yeah, why not? Dungeon Dolls. Haunting of Eleanor. Oh, the Love Triangle one. That would seem like one of the better ones. The Haunting of Eleanor. That sounded quite like a romanticism kind of tinged one. Private Diary. No. I don't know. I might come back to that one. Cyber Bride. I'm going to go for one modern themed one just because it just seems silly and fun. Sirens of Seduction. Yeah, okay. Going to go for Sirens of Seduction. How many have I done? Subhuman. Nah. Svengali. Nah. Models versus Worlds. Double Nat. Grim Rapper. I'm going for the Grim Rapper. This is what I'm going for. Have I done enough now? Have I chose them? Have I chose enough? How many have I chose? It says up to 10. Okay. So I've chosen as many as I want. I'm willing to choose, I think. Okay. So let's just go back through the ones I chose before we... this is a very short stream, by the way. I just thought it'd be interesting to go through these. Okay, so let's go through the ones I've chose. Let me see if you would choose. Let me know if you chose differently. I'm sure you have. So we've got Dr. Decapto and the elderly doctor devoting his life to bizarre experiments, human heads that are alive. That sounds fun. Terror Express, anything with trains. Got it. I read that as an antique pizza box when I first read it. Yeah, okay. I'm up for that. Catacombs of Horror. Yeah, I voted for that one. That one about like the traveler in a remote Italian village. Yeah, I'm going to go for all the Italian ones. I wonder if this is Bomazzaro is Italy as well. But the story just doesn't strike me with this Buried Secret one. Actually, do you know what? I've read it a couple of times now. Being in Fortune and Jewels, anyone brave enough to dig them? And now grave robbing stuff is quite unusual and different, so let's do that one as well. Buried Secrets, Robotica. I don't think it's going to be good. Anytime I see like sex doll prototype in there, nah. Dungeon Dolls. Yeah, I think that'll be good. It's got a 70s kind of feel to it. Haunting of Eleanor might be the one I think could maybe turn out to be the best. The Lost Girls Private Diary. I don't think so. No. Haunting of Eleanor. Oh, I didn't click on no for ones that I... yeah, that's yes. No. Cyber Bride. Yeah. Don't know why I do that. Sirens of Seduction. Yes. With the heads in a box. Subhuman, I don't think is going to work. Let's get Ted Nicolau making all these, by the way. If you want the good ones, get Ted making them. Come on. Svengali. Erotic tests. I don't know. The sexy ones just seem a bit worse now. Like, sleazier or not as funny or artful, just not. And this one I think would be the worst. Models versus werewolves. So is that all of them? Grim Rapper, I said yes. Okay, so I think that's all of them. I think I've either said yes or no to all of them now. Yeah, I have. I even said yes to Cyber Bride. No, I did a fake trailer called AI Cop, and that looks very similar to Cyber Bride, but I trust him. Okay, so I'm gonna send my email in later on once I'm off stream, and maybe I'll win that $10. Does it say $10 for choosing what films to have? On oh my word! Submit your email for a £10 gift code. Oh, you just get them. Code will be sent when poll is complete, approximately 2 weeks. Oh, you just get. Oh, that's pretty cool. I thought it was like a chance to win. So you do actually get $10 for nothing. I did buy a few things from the Full Moon shop, and I was very happy with them actually. Box set of Italian films, which I thought were pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, we did it. We did it, guys. We chose the next 10. We chose the next 10 Full Moon films, and I feel very proud. And I'm proud of myself for putting a good 15, 16 minutes into the decision making process, which is probably as long as it took Charles Band to go on Chat GPT and type in the prompts to get the pictures. But yeah, it's a shame none of those were like sequels. They're all brand new. Well, again, I don't know. Do we need another? We don't necessarily need another Puppet Master film, do we? Or do we? Sequel to Castle Freak, that'd be good. I think he did a few sort of knockoff Reanimator series type things that I saw on the Full Moon channel. They did not look good. But yeah, let me know if you did the same thing. The link to the Full Moon survey is in the description to this video. And I appreciate you spending your time with me watching this either now or in the future. So yeah, thank you for everyone who watched live. Thank you for those people who are watching in the future. And let me know your favorite Full Moon film, full stop. Or which ones did you choose? Or which ones are you angry at me for choosing or not choosing? And if you're angry at me, that's okay. But maybe that anger is just something else that's bothering you and you're just directing it at me. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Enjoy your evening. And thank you for watching. And Full Moon forever, man. Let's go for it. Yeah. Go watch Terrorvision. Go watch an Empire film. Yeah. I mean, if you want to, that's totally up to you. So it's good to see you. And I'm out of here. Keep an eye on the channel. Lots of fun things coming up soon. Non-specific things that I'm not going to tell you about, but there's some pretty big stuff. Pretty big stuff coming up. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, hang on. Oh. Premature evacuation. Right. No, I'm going.